So in all of this, do you sense some subtle, connivance or cooperation with some other members in the House?
One, let us give some credit to whom credit is due. The Speaker is a lawyer, is a gentleman. He's been a lawyer for so long. He's one of those that have stayed in the House almost throughout this, almost right from the beginning of this dispensation. I think he got to the House in 1999, if I'm not wrong. He's been there, he knows the rules, and he's a lawyer, he knows what to do. He already must have envisaged these actions happening. I'm sure he must have contacted or consulted with other members before he took that action to probably ask them to be silent, or probably ask them to wait for actions and tell them what to do. But the other people, of course, when you see, the problem with life is that when you have power and you don't know how to control it, you might get power drunk and you think you can do anything and get away with it. So they were not ready for that move. They caught everybody.
It's that they were not ready, because when you say that, do you suspect some sort of connivance? They know the same rules, the same house rules, the same orders. They all have it. So if they wanted to, because there will have been at least one person who knows that I could raise an observation about this.
You now ask, based on that, why did they not do that?
Could they have connived, or could they have said, all right, let it go?
It possibly could be. That's why I'm telling you that even if you want to convene, people are thinking of 120 members of the House to convene the House again. I don't think the Speaker must have made consultations that would make it difficult to get one of them.
Well, anyway, I think he came to the House in 2003.
2003, I stand corrected.
Yes, 2003. But again, no, I just wanted to correct that. I still understand. I still understand Chamberlain on this particular one, because one would have thought, because you're looking at it broadly, one would have thought that the House, some members should have raised an observation to stop him, but that didn't happen. And for the PDP, we had a couple of them here who were not too cool about what had gone down, because they felt that they had some renegades amongst them that didn't go with the party's own stand on how members should be elected in the House. Do you think that it has got to a point where some of these members now see the true independence
of the House,
of the legislature, from the executive arm?
Well, that might be one position. They might look at it as an opportunity to foster the independence of the legislature on not just the executive, on all arms of government, on the other arms of government, and to foster it in the minds of Nigerians generally. But I also think that if you are going to a battle with somebody, you know that that person might be true. You must first understand the strength of the person. You understand his weaknesses. Begin to plan on your own how to attack him. Are you going to attack his strength? Are you going to attack his weaknesses? Are you going to... Because when you are going there, it is victory that you are looking for. And you already know this thing has been in the air for so long that the man might change. There have been top members of the PDP that have even called the man that even accused the man of not being PDP speaker, but speaker of the opposition.
Let me add this.
You know that this was going to happen. This was in the offing. You should have even been training your people everywhere for it.
Comment on this. Ihu Aduvia says, Tambuwal lost his seat before he hit the gavel on the day of defection, that the House was not properly adjourned.
I wouldn't think so. I beg to differ from
because if he follows up from what you're saying,
yes,
that for those who argue that if you move from one party to the other, because after reading that letter, it's assumed that you moved. I mean, yes, you read the letter, you moved. So they were arguing, that's a school of thought, I hope I understand what he's saying. It means that he's lost his seat already.
No.
So we cannot hit that gavel because you've read your movement, and the law says if you move from one party to the other, you lose your seat. Sit as a member of the House.
How could you lose your seat for that?
But you heard them cite that section.
You have
68 in terms of when you move from one party
68
to the other.
one,
if there's no division?
Why do people who cited that the Inspector General of Police is a member of PDP? Is he a card-carrying member of PDP? Even if you were, why do you read Section 68.1 in isolation of 68.2?
What's your impression of it? Of if you move and what the law says about losing your seat?
Well, first of all, because we have had a lot of cases like that, and all these things are already...
No, your impression.
Yes, I'm coming to that. We have had these things in the House. The matter is sub judice now. There are so many cases in court on this issue, and until the court pronounces, because I'm a lawyer, I would not want to preempt the court. I want to leave it sub judice, but just as a matter of commentary, what I think is going to happen is that in the House, there it seems as if you are in opposition to the PDP, then you would have done something wrong if you are defecting from PDP.
But the APC went to court about their movement.
Yes, we have some people that have moved from ACN to Labour and are still in the House.
In which of the states? In the Federal House?
Yes, Federal House of Representatives. My friend MOB, Okbayemi Bamidele.
And the matter didn't go to court?
I don't even know. But it's still there. There are people in the past, people have moved. Starting from...
Yeah, what's your impression of what the law says about it?
The position of the law is very clear about it. If you move from a party, if your party is in crisis as factions, then you are allowed to move to a party that there's peace. And that is the position of the Constitution.
And if it's not?
If it's not, then you should ordinarily not move. If you move, I think the right position, the right thing to do is that if you move, you must vacate your seat.
That's if you move
from a party that has no faction, that has no crisis in it, but you cannot reasonably say PDP has no faction.
All right.
There is the Kawubaraje faction, you must remember.
Mr. Bimpe Otutuloro is a legal practitioner. He's trying to stress the discussion today. Thank you for coming on this morning.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll be back in just a moment. Join us again.